Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is my spin on the steampunk skeleton. I was inspired by the Australian film Mad Max for this one. I wanted to turn this character into the Queen of the Desert. If this looks like something you're into, then please keep on watching. So I did this look months and months and months ago, and I'm only just getting around to editing it now. So apologies to everyone that has been waiting. First off, I start by sketching out my design. I have a few reference pictures of some skeletons in front of me, along with some reference pictures of the inside of some clocks, machinery, but basically I want to keep the general structure of a skeleton, so their main features like the teeth, the jawline, the cheekbones, and then put in the machinery in according to the shapes of the face. So I've got a round wheel looking object for the chin, a few bolts in there, some clogs, all those kind of things. This can basically be whatever you want, as long as you keep in the general shape of the skeleton. Here I'm just sketching out the neck bones and the sternum. I wanted to put a big clog looking wheel for the sternum and also to represent the heart, so it's basically the heart of the mechanics. I painted everything with a gold and copper body paint from Global. I just layered the product to give it a real opaque finish. For the teeth, I applied a layer of lash glue and packed gold glitter into each tooth, just to give it that really expensive look. This is very time consuming and extremely messy. You'll be finding gold glitter for the next 6 months, I'm not even joking. On a really fine detailed brush, I use a black water activated body paint by Wolf, just to define all of our features once again. If we're using a lot of the similar tones, a lot of the features can get lost, so doing this just makes everything nice and sharp and easy to see. I felt that these two panels were way too bare and simple, so I just put in some tubing, some extra panels, bolts, and yeah, it ended up looking really cool. I started from one side and then I'd go directly over to the other to make sure that it was nice and symmetrical. So when I was watching this back, I realised that I sat here in this moment for about 15 minutes contemplating my next move. Guys, have a plan, don't be like me. To give the skull a little bit more dimension, I just use a range of matte brown shadows plus some black, and I'm just placing it in the areas that should be behind certain features, like the mask's on top of the skin, so automatically that will be casting a slight shadow onto the skin. Same with the little gum line that we have going. We want it to look like it's under the other top panel, so I'm going to shade under that panel to bring that forward. I'm just shading in between each of those lines where the teeth are, just to make each little gum panel look like it's nice and curved. And wherever we have a shadow, I want to bring a highlight in. This looks really, really cool, gives the mask so much dimension and a really cool 3D effect. I'm using a white liquid liner from NYX here. This stuff is so pigmented and goes on just about anything. I define the eyebrows with a black body paint, keeping them nice and sharp to coincide with the rest of our look. For the eyes, I used the cream colours from the Rainbow Circle by clhollins. I used the gold and the copper in a nice big wing shape, and I set that cream with Makeup Geek's Flamethrower and Grandstand. On the inner corners, I put Ice Storm by Napoleon, and I just put a tiny wing just to define my lash line. And I also pop some lashes on, so this just ensures there's going to be no gaps between my real lashes and the fake one. You can use whatever lashes you want here, but I decided to put some nice, really cheap gold lashes on. So do exactly what you did on the face to the body, outlining each of the features with black body paint and highlighting wherever there's a shadow. I blacked out the entire chest area behind all of our mechanical bones just to make that area look really, really hollow and to make those gold areas pop. I wanted to paint in some laces going through our little corset collar. So to do that, I had to remove some of the product underneath just with a cotton tip and a bit of water before I put my new paint on. I filled in those laces with a brown body paint from Merrin. I created this crown on her forehead using just some strip diamantes from Cost Plus. I think these cost me a couple of bucks a packet, which is awesome. I didn't separate them because I wanted to be nice and straight and quite accurate. I stuck them on using lash glue and they stayed in place for a very long time. And then I just defined each of the laces with a bit of black body paint. I popped a bit of highlighter in the middle of each of the lace just to bring them forward and create a 3D effect. To highlight the little eyelets and the laces, I'm just using the NYX liquid liner in white. And to finish off, I glued some stripped diamantes along the ribs as well. And we're finished. This is the final look of the steampunk skull. This one took me quite a while with all the detail work, shading, but it did pay off. I'm absolutely stoked about the finished result. I hope that you guys like it as well. And if you did like this, then please subscribe and follow me on Facebook, Instagram and Snapchat. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys have any comments or concerns, be sure to leave them in the comment box below and I will get back to you.